Yo, shout out to the Most High. It's always the highest movement on Lord. Say this L-Deez, also known Lawrence the One, for another episode of I Need to Know. With my special guest, introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's H2MG-AR in the building. You know what I'm saying? With my cousin D, folks, man, we pushing this H2MG line entertainment, RBL line. You know what I mean?
For sure. So when they call you up to the stage, what do they call you?
Man, it's still tricky. Like, you know what I'm saying? They you know, they be getting it mixed up. They be H2MG-AR and all that shit. So, you know what I mean? Some of them get it right. H2MG-AR, you know, R-A-R. But, you know, they still working on it. You know what I mean?
Okay, so break down all the syllables.
Okay, this is what happened, right? You know, before this digital era happened, you know, I was in a group called the H2 Hardheads. So when I did my solo shit, I was always AR H2 Hardheads. But what happened was this digital era, you couldn't do the AR of on the iTunes and all that, so I got hella mixed up. My AR got mixed up with hella other ARs, you feel me? So H2MG was my label, H2 Music Group, you feel me? So, and other meanings, you know what I'm saying? So I just took the H2MG and put it in front of the AR to make sure that my fans wouldn't get mixed up with nobody else. And I did this change in 2016, and it was a bet on myself, and it worked. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my numbers going up. But anyway, H2MG-AR stands for Honorable to Mob Guidelines, Analyzing Reality. And also, you know, we got Headed to Motivated Growth. You know what I mean? So it's a couple spin-offs on it.
Okay, for sure. And I was going to ask you this. I love asking this. What was your first rap name? Was that the first one?
Let me see. My first rap name was Scarface. I got a scar right here. I got a real scar on my face, 26 stitches. You Project Kid being bad. That was my first name. Then it went to Blaze, Ghost Rider, and I got tapes. I was a young nigga creating on karaoke machines, and I still got tapes to this day.
Gotcha.
And then my street name is AR, because my name is Armand, you feel me? So I kept it simple. So, well, yeah, my first name was, Scarface. It took a while for me to find myself as far as in the names.
For sure. I mean, you're going to have to, you know what I'm saying, like go through a few of them just to see which ones stick and work for you. Exactly.
And it got to mean something to you. You can't just be something just because it sound cool. Nigga better look up the meaning. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you ever go back, like, during a rap, do you ever go back, like, to the old ones? Like, do you still refer to yourself as the old ones in your raps?
Nah, I'm AR. You know what I mean? I got a new one I'm working on, though. You feel me? It's called Elemental P. You feel me? I might be my little alter ego, and I might get my little auto-tune R&B shit on. You feel me? To where my H2MG-AR fans ain't got to feel like, oh, he changing up. You know what I mean?
Okay, so you trying to do something different with a different name.
Yeah, it's in the works if I do decide to, you know, be creative.
And what was that name? Elemental P?
Yeah, man, you heard it here first, man. You know what I'm saying? On the Fame Media Show, Elemental P. You feel me?
For sure. Now, did you say like L-M-N-O, but hella?
I can't even give you all that, man. Hella mental. You feel me? Hella mental.
Oh, gotcha. I thought you was going
hella mental.
I thought you was going alphabets.
Nah, not elemental. Yeah. Hella mental.
Yeah.
Nigga got hella mental. You feel me?
Because I said this. What I said, yeah, you know, a chick trying to see if the grass is greener, you know what I'm saying? You know, she get to L, but, you know, they want to go check shit out, so they go to M-N-O-P-Q-R. When they get to S-T, they make a U to come back to fucking with this nigga L.
That part. That part, man. Keep it slick on them.
So how was it coming up in the SCO? You are from the SCO, right?
Yeah, I'm from San Francisco. You know, I was back and forth San Francisco and Oakland from Harbor Road. You know what I mean? My mama, my dad from the Fillmore area, that family, you feel me? And also got family in Oakland, you know what I'm saying? But started on Harbor Road right there in Hunters Point. And then I started visiting my dad in Fillmore, you know what I'm saying? And we was already coming out. We already had family in Oakland already, you know what I'm saying? But then my mama ended up moving to the town, leaving Harbor. And I started living in Oakland, you feel me? So I was living in Oakland from like 3rd grade to like 7th grade and shit, you know what I'm saying? So I got a little bit of mixture of both, you feel me? So I'm Frisco, I'm a 41510 baby, you feel me?
Gotcha. So when you do a video, not a video, an interview, let's just say like if you was on like a big platform out of town, do you say that you from the Bay or do you say you from Oakland or where you say you from?
I'm from San Francisco, but then I gotta say the Bay, but I'm from Frisco. You know what I'm saying? I say San Francisco, but I didn't, you know, live all over this motherfucker. You feel me? But you know, Harbor Road, Hunters Point is home. You feel me? And that's what I carry. You know what I'm saying? The streets saying I'm the one carrying the torch right now. You feel me? So, and not even on no cocky shit, just to be old enough in this game to be a historian. When you reach these certain ages, we got history, we got wisdom that the youngsters don't have, you feel me? So I feel it's on people like me, you know what I'm saying, to relay it back into the music to show them what this shit really about.
Gotcha. So how many projects do you got out today?
Today, let's see. Let me see. My AR projects I had, let me see, 1, 2, I had probably like 5 AR projects. I changed my name to H2MG-AR in 2016. I dropped Heart of a Giant featuring Mozzie, L-Deez, Risk and Rewards. I dropped Risk and Rewards 2. What else I dropped? I dropped Visionary. I dropped Reputable. And I just bust down some EPs. I got a four volume EP series. It's called Game, the Game series. You feel me? So volume 1 is getting ahead, mean effort. So after you make the effort, volume 2 is getting ahead, made enemies. You feel me?
Yeah.
And after you made the enemies, volume 3 is getting a million eventually. You know what I'm saying? And then volume 4 will be getting ahead, mean evolve.
You know what? That's some tight ass shit though. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't no bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So out of those 3, because you said that you're working on the 4th one, right? Yeah,
they done. All of them, the whole, like part 1 came out in October. Part 2, I dropped it for my fans for Christmas on the 25th. You feel me? It's going up right now. I just dropped the video P4M. You feel me? Y'all check that out. It's on YouTube. But volume 3, I was up all night figuring out my order of that. You know what I'm saying? So I had volume 3. It was really volume 4, but the way volume 4 was sounding, I got to push volume 4 up to volume 3.
Yeah.
And go to the drawing board for 4. You know what I mean? So, because my thing is, I like to have the work done. I like to sit on work. I don't want to have to scramble to ramble to make one hit-ass song and then don't make nothing else. And then that motherfucker blow up and you got to go back to the lab and try to recreate that feeling.
Yeah.
I'm nonstop working to where I'm just sitting on work. You feel me? To where I do want to drop something or whatever, it's just a push of a button. You feel me? So, to any artist out there, I say get the work smart. Get the work done. You feel me? Get your work ethic together. You feel me? So.
What is your biggest song to date?
Oh, my biggest song. I'ma tell you, bro. When I changed my name, right, in 2016, I ain't never forget this. We was at the Ballroom Regency. I had hella CDs. I had the song called Riches. I remade Too Short. Shout out to Too Short, Too Short sample. Like Bitches on My Mind, Riches on My Mind. That was my biggest song. You feel me? And second to that, according to my streams, I got a song with Mozzie I did right before Mozzie fully took off. You feel me? And then after that, I got Visionary. That's another big one right there. That record that was playing all out in L.A. and shit.
Okay.
And then this P4M, where this P4M taking off and shit, you know, that might be the biggest one. So, you know, I'm just working, man, and just, you know, just count my blessings, man, and just, because for me, my payment is making a song that make my 70-year-old grandmother cry because she knows the truth. Like, that's payment for me. That's more than money. The money go come. Like, you feel me? You got to have passion for this shit. This shit therapy for me. I go do some shit in real life, instead of reacting violently or something, I'm gonna take that experience, man, and I'm gonna eat off of it. You feel me? I'm gonna figure out a way to articulate it, because I know somebody else out there who's going through that shit need to hear this. You feel me? So
dope. So who are some of your biggest influences in the game?
Oh man, okay, let's see. My Hunters Point family, you feel me? RBL Posse, my first cassette tape. You know what I'm saying? E40 in the Click, that was my second cassette tape, Cold World Hustlers. Then my dad had me on that East Coast shit. When I go to film mode, the Dies Effects, the Run DMC. So I had all that shit, that bi-coastal shit to where Spice Ones, all that shit. But my main influences would be RBL Posse, you know, Black C, RP, Mr. C, RP Hitman. Who else? San Quinn, you know what I'm saying? I was on Quinn. Shit, I was on all the bass shit, the Loonies, the Mac Malls. Everything was an influence, you feel me? So I just took what I took from it, you know what I mean? I really just got game from it.
Yeah.
I feel that's what's missing in music nowadays. Niggas ain't giving us no game. You hear a nigga song and you feeling stupid afterwards. You know what I mean? You hear my shit, man, you go feel sharpened on your shit, like, you feel me?
Yeah. You know what's crazy?
Take pride in that.
Because I was talking about the difference between when I came up in the 90s and previously, it used to be 3 verses on a song. The first one was what you was thinking about doing. The middle part was what you was doing that probably got you in trouble. And the end is what you said, don't do that. But now a motherfucker just thinking about it, doing it, but they never mopped this shit up. So it seemed like it's glorifying now.
Exactly. That's the trip you say that, because back in 2012, when I did my group project, H2 Hardheads, you know, our hood and our city was dealing with the gentrification before it fully hit. So me knowing that my generation in the streets, they get their info from music, but knowing that it ain't like the early 80s with the self-destruction, fight the power. You got to tell it to them without telling it to them. You feel me? So what I did, I had a song called Tri-City. You know, the beats is mobbing, all that. You feel me? But when they finally got to recite what the words was saying, I planted the seed. Was basically saying what I said, these fucked up times, niggas lighten up the hood when they blind to the fact because they whiten up the hood. So basically saying the gentrification.
Yeah.
While we own each other and all this small shit, they moving in, you feel me? And that song, you know, they caught on, you know what I'm saying? So, like, that's when I knew, like, okay, this music more than just sounding cool on the track. Nah, this shit gonna be here forever. My sons gotta live off this shit like how I live off Tupac still and RBL, you feel me?
Yeah. It's funny that you say gentrified because my gentrification line was, my city gentrified, prices rising up, rent property is Bobby Brown, high as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So I slipped that in, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm kind of silly and shit like that, so I kind of got that whimsical kind of type shit, you know, that feel-good music.
Yeah. You had like the Will Smith flow with it with the nigga.
Yeah. I was going to ask you something, man. Is it a rapper's job to talk about social injustices?
A rapper's job to talk about social injustice. A rapper's job, I feel it's an individual's job. If you got some information, you feel me, you have a platform and you have it on your heart to speak, you feel me, you can articulate it, speak on it. You know what I'm saying? But it got to come from a sincere place. Now, you're not in tune, in a loop, you shouldn't even open your mouth. You feel me? But like me, like social injustice is running deep in my family. Like on my EP I just dropped, the last song, it's called Thinking About You. I'm thinking about all the people that passed. I brought up my cousin Aaron Williams. You feel me? I said before George Floyd, my city had Aaron Williams. You know what I'm saying? That's my cousin A1, his brother Darren Williams. So basically what that happened in 94, before the camera phones, the police came to his house saying he was wanted for a robbery. He wasn't going. They jumped him, beat him, pepper sprayed him, put a bag over his head, you feel me? And I articulated that all in the music. Yeah. You feel me? So I just feel like when it comes to that, it depends on the person. It ain't really the rapper, it's the person. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't really feel like I'm a rapper. I'm more of an artist. Yeah. Because I be watching shit on YouTube, and they just be hella ignorant, bro. Like, niggas sounding hella goofy. Like, bro, this affects you some way down the line. If it don't affect you, it's going to affect somebody you love. So I just feel if you got a voice of reasoning in the platform, you know, use that shit. You ain't got to be all, you know, super duper militant of Black Panther if it ain't you. But speak up. You see some shit out of pocket shit, speak up. You know, so whoever your influence is, you know what I'm saying, can be on that wavelength. Because like my influence, I want to make sure everybody who influenced with me, beyond music, whatever in the circumference, we all on the same page, because steel sharpens steel. You feel me? So I would never withhold some information that my folks may need. I might need it later on. You feel me? I might be down and out, and he got the game. I done gave him when he was down and out and reboost me. So yeah, you know, that's how I feel about that.
Okay. Well, what do you plan to bring different to the rap game?
Man, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You know, I've been at this for a minute, right? And more and more older I got, you know, I'm coming out the pocket and all that. So, okay, let me get back to the topic. When I bring it to the game, man, I'm bringing originality. I'm bringing style. I don't sound like nobody else. I feel like when I was coming up in the Bay Area, I had gang spitters. You feel me? So, you know, the way the Bay is now, the shit I make is like it stand out because it don't sound like the regular shit niggas talk. The Glocks here, the 40s, this, da, da, da. My shit is more authentic. Meaning, if I'm gonna speak on it, it's gonna be slick. They're not gonna be able to play it in court. He said the whoop, but it's a metaphor versus somebody saying, "Oh, I got the Glock in the 40." So what I'm bringing, my fans, from what I've been hearing, like I've been helping people with depression. People use my music for medicine because I use this shit for that. I'm a fan first of music, so what I'm bringing to the game is me being a fan of music first, not just me being an individual who think he can rap or rapping just to rap because to do it. Now, I've been doing this shit since I was kindergarten, first grader. This shit was always some a way for me to reflect my thoughts. You feel me? So when I bring it to the game, I'm gonna make you think. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have you. I got a hell of emotions. You feel me? I go in the lab and just write. I don't go in there and make something for the club. I stopped doing that. I started making shit for myself, and with making shit for myself, you'll get the club records, you'll get these records and that records. And yeah, I'm bringing consistency. I'm bringing quality. You know, I'm big on sound production. It's not just, you know, the wordplay is immaculate, but the sound and everything, the whole, you know what I mean, the whole thing. So I say, if you from the Bay Area, anywhere around this thing, or West Coast, or just love rap, period, fuck with me. You could take my shit out of state. I guarantee you, they gonna respect the Bay. Like, you know, the East Coast, the South. I got something for everybody, but it's still us. To where it's like, damn, the Bay Area niggas really got it. Ain't like, damn, the Bay Area niggas is them goofy.
Yeah,
nah, nigga, I can withhold this. Like, you feel me? That being young and seeing RBL do that firsthand. You feel me? And you know, seeing that shit. So me always been a kid and looking up to my cousins. So now I'm up to an age to where I can you know, hold the torch. And I earned the torch. I ain't like, okay, you my cousin, so it's mine. Nah, I've been out here pushing. Pulling up to Super Bowl 50 by myself, 50 CDs. World Series in Frisco by myself, 50 CDs, pushing the line about this shit. You feel me? So it's like, it come with sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so I just say, man, my shit growing every day, my streams. And I feel like it's just undiscovered. You know what I mean? When they get discovered, it's like, you the nigga, you got, bro, what you listening to? Ooh. You know what I mean? Our shit used to always get stolen. People used to always steal our CDs. Bro, I need another CD.
Yeah, so where was you at the first time where you actually heard your music? Like, damn, they like my shit.
Oh, bro. I wish Instagram was around. 2009, me and my partner, we flew to Japan to open up for E40 and Too Short. I ain't believe it till I was actually on that plane, bro. I'm like, we ain't going. And so we went to Japan. We already had a song out there that the locals was playing, but we was on Okinawa. And we was playing, we performed for like the base, the Navy base. So you had people in there from the East Coast, the West, South, Midwest, plus the locals. So we up there giving it all we got. And I'm not tripping off who's standing still. And my partner like, oh, bro, they wasn't feeling it. You can't look into the crowd. If you look in the crowd, look at that. Find one person in that crowd that is moving to your shit. If you go look for the crowd for some inspiration, find that one person. But anyway, they was sitting still, but we going crazy. But everybody take music differently. So after we was done, standing ovation. Nigga got off that stage, had hella CDs. I was posting on the wall. They was coming to me. I ain't bring enough, you feel me? So that's when I found out. And then also through the streets, you know what I'm saying? And then also I won home turf 106 KML like 3 times.
Okay.
So that was dope to hear the shit on the radio.
I think Young Barry and Phil Rocky said that they won it a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Young Barry and Phil Rocky. Them motherfuckers is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for
Shout
sure.
out to Phil Mo.
Yeah, man. So you being a Frisco representative and shit like that under the likes of Quinn and RBL and stuff like that and 11-5. Do you ever feel like there's a lot of pressure coming out the city? Because like when it comes to Bay Area hip hop, right? Frisco is like one of those cities where it's kind of like the sister or the cousin to Oakland. And it's not a whole bunch of big rappers that get a lot of nationwide exposure coming out of Frisco. So do you ever feel like it's a lot of pressure on you?
Nah, I'm going to tell you why is that. Like with Frisco, like our city, like RBL, when RBL came out, RBL let the whole Bay know that it's niggas in Frisco. But for a long time, people thought, you know, Frisco, the tourist attraction, how they do it. So with that, our city got hella tragedy. Like RBL saw the $1 million deal before Mr. C passed. You feel me? So we supposed to be way beyond where we at, but due to our, you know, the loss, but we still pushing. You feel me? So with Frisco, we always had something. We had Forte. We went global. You feel me? So, but like I said, RBL, J to the. So we had some national people and international, but it's not as, you know, the culture in Oakland is still the culture. You know, the city is like, it's cutthroat and, you know what I mean? A lot of shit happened to where we supposed to be further than we are, but San Francisco, as far as hip-hop and Bay hip-hop, we always stood our own. You feel me? But back to the question, nah, I don't feel no pressure. I don't think about it because I don't do it for that. You know what I mean? Like, you know, Caspi, I'm the king of the city, this, that, and the third. Everybody should be the king of the city. We all kings anyway. Everybody got a part to play. You feel me? But I don't feel no pressure because my shit ain't, you can't really just label it Frisco rap. Like, you feel me? It's like, my shit's spiritual. It's real rap. You know, I want my shit to make sense. So my 1-year-old, when he 30, he still getting game from his daddy. You feel me? So, yeah, my shit stand alone. My shit really RBL. It's this time, in this era RBL, because RBL always came with their own shit, stood out. Niggas try to underly blackball, but you couldn't, come on. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like the town fuck with us heavy. We got a lot of love for the town. You feel me?
Yeah, you know what's crazy about that RBL album? That shit came out when I was in 9th grade. That album,
That lets
right?
me learn.
Lesson to be learned in Mary J. Blige, What's the 411 was the two most important motherfucking. But that's from some motherfuckers I ain't never heard though, because I never heard Mary J. Blige and I never heard RBL. But I went to McClymonds. So when I was in 13 and a half and to be 14, my classmates might have been 16 in that motherfucker. I mean, McClymonds was only high school where it was grown niggas walking around in steel toe boots. Okay, so it was a whole different atmosphere. But shit, man, that Lesson to be learned was the shit. I love that motherfucking album. That's one of my favorite albums.
Me too. That's what made me want to rap. I fell in love with that shit after that. I swear to God.
So if I was walking into like a record store or something like that, what would I see your music next to? You know, like say like if I'm looking for a DVD and I see Boys in the Hood, I would see Juice or Menace to Society next to it. Name two artists I would see next to yours.
Next to me, okay, you'll see Tupac and you'll see San Quinn.
Okay.
That's who you'll see. Yeah, because I feel like Quinn was one of my favorite rappers. Hitman too. I took something from everybody. You feel me? But like I feel like it's a void right now. You feel me? Like a voice of reason in this era. Like, hey, Quinn was for me. It was like, you feel me? Like, but you'll see me next to Tupac, Quinn, and RBL. You see me next to the heavyweights.
You know what? I just formulated a question, just a off the random question, because I like to do this on my show just to keep people on their toes.
For sure.
What rapper popularized mumble rap?
What rapper popularized mumble rap? Oh, I got a couple of them niggas you can say popularized. Future popularized it. Migos. But there's some cats I don't even know who popularized it. They be off that shit and go in there and just mumbling it.
I think Wayne. But I'm going to tell you why. Because Wayne took that T-Pain voice box and started slurring his words, and Future ran with it.
But Wayne got metaphor.
Well, that's a different Wayne. When Wayne is really rapping, that's one thing, but
Wayne, Wayne fell off, bro. Like that last shit he put, bro. If you go freestyle, punch in, make that shit. When I do the punch in shit, my shit is like writing. My bars got to make sense. That shit he be saying is like Eminem. Eminem first tape was clean, second was clean. The other shit is trash. Ain't about just words. You feel me? You just some of the, but make that shit make sense.
Yeah.
You feel me?
You said that you punch in, right?
Yeah.
When you punch in and do verses and stuff like that, do you find yourself like losing a little bit of momentum because it's not the exact same thing when you got to perform it live?
Nah, I'm gonna tell you why. Cause what I do, like lately, like this Tupac sample I did, I ain't mad at you. I had to be for 2 months. I couldn't touch it. My favorite song. I was gonna do some real shit. Went in the booth and just went off my feelings. You know what I'm saying? I might say 3 or 4 words, and you capture that emotion. I'm sitting there on the spot, got to think of the next shit to say, and it just came out so raw, like, bro. It make me work harder, and you know what I mean. I can't really explain it, you feel me? But when I go performing, I can rap it all the way through, for sure.
Yeah.
But I just like doing the punch in because of the sound. Like I can do the whole 16, rap a whole 16 through, but then it's like that's one type of that shit get boring, you feel me? Or you might have a word you need to fix. You rap the whole 16 to where if you go in there and try to take that one word, you gonna fuck the whole flow. Now, if you punch your shit in, you can treat your shit like a doctor. Okay, I'm gonna take that word off of here, put it over here, to where the listener not gonna know that you didn't change it because you punching in. So it's, each time you punch in, it's a different type of energy you bringing. You feel me? I mean, everybody can't do it. I'm just kind of giving up my shit to where I'm at now because it's kind of hard for me to write right now. And I've been on it for like these past 3 years, just consistency, dropping shit and just getting better and just learning and shit. You feel me? So.
Do you have a label?
Yeah, I am the label. You feel me? Independent. You know, H2MG, H2 Music Group. You know what I'm saying? My management line entertainment. You know what I mean? But other than that, I'm the label, the marketer, the budgeter. So if somebody do come along, you know, we already doing this shit anyway. So it's like, what can y'all do that we ain't doing ourselves?
Gotcha. Do you have any artists on there?
Right now, yep, H2MG Lewis. You know what I'm saying? That's my brother, Rich. You know, we had a mutual homie who I was out here pushing his music with, who went down, and when he came home, he unfortunately passed away. But while he was, before he went down, we was out here pushing from Frisco, Oakland, Richmond, Gangsta Harry from Richmond, RPH Element. You know, so our mutual homie is Quest. So while Quest was down these whole 10 years, I've been out here running it up. You feel me? So now I got some know-how. So since Harry ain't here for me to pay it forward to, I'm going to pay it forward to Quest. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, and teaching what I know. I don't know it all, but I made enough mistakes and shit and you know what I mean, to where if any nigga ready to learn, you know what I'm saying, and take the stairs, cause ain't no elevators over here. You know, the journey is beauty in the journey. You feel me?
Yeah. So I heard earlier that you said that you got Mozzie on the track.
Yeah.
How did you land that?
Man, I should keep my ear to the streets because when before Mozzie fully took off, I was like, who is that? From Sac busting like that?
Yeah.
So I got at him, you feel me? When I got at him, I kind of procrastinated. He only won like a couple hundred, you feel me? Not to put nobody business out there, but I waited. I don't know why I waited, because I'm already know this nigga finna take off, you feel me? So I hit his manager, Nano, you feel me, and just made that investment. Into where that investment paying off, because the type of style music I got, it's like, you feel me, it's that Northern California shit that, you know, say Mozzie be on, but it's that wordplay that us street niggas out here got anyway, you feel me? But what that did was track a lot of Mozzie fans to my name to see what I got going on, you feel me? So, shouts out to Mozzie. You
know, this whole time that we've been talking, we ain't really been talking about female MCs. Who's your favorite female MC?
My favorite female MC right now is MDB Nia out of the Murder Dubs in Oakland, California. She's 16, very talented. She talking real shit. Ain't that little sex, all that? Well, nah. MDB Nia, look her up. My favorite female rapper.
What about in the mainstream?
In the mainstream, I mean, you know, my girl throw that Meg Thee Stallion shit on, you feel me? I'll fuck with Meg, you know what I'm saying? I like the city girls and shit. They got some catchy shit. Nicki fell off. I ain't trying to hear that. What's the other girl name? Cardi B. I ain't trying to, you know. I mean, I ain't picky, but, you know, my girl play this shit. I might tune in and tune out, you feel me? So, you know, I give it to Meg. Rhapsody cool. You know what I mean? I heard her a couple times in a little barbershop I used to go to.
Yeah.
You know, shout out to the females.
Okay, you know my favorite female MC is Lauryn Hill.
Okay. You call her an MC then?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I fuck with Lauryn Hill for sure.
Do you think that album was rap? Was her first album, Miseducation? Was that a rap album?
I would say it was rhythm and blues and hip hop. It was a mixture of all. You feel me? But it's just unfortunate when you make something like that, you got to be able to create it again. It's like, fuck, you made this masterpiece, but now you just stuck with just that. It's like, I want to keep making shit. I want to keep having classic after classic to where I'd be like, bro, which one you like better, Reputable or Visionary? He'd be like, bro, they both in their own lane. You
What is your favorite album that you got out?
My favorite, I've been doing EPs lately.
I mean, EPs, you know, project,
my favorite,
body of work.
My favorite project right now, I would say was, not Visionary, because Visionary is what got everybody rewoke, the process of that, push to that. But my favorite project is the one I just dropped. Matter of fact, Game Volume 2. My favorite project right now. It's an EP of 6 songs, but the 6 songs is like you listen to a whole 15-track album. You feel me? It's wholesome. It ain't like you gotta skip or you gotta.
Yeah.
See, cats don't gotta. I'm gonna give some more game real quick. When you do a 15-track album, you go drop that one album, then that's it. But if you bust that 15 down into 5 EPs, you stand in their face like a monthly subscription. You feel me? To where, okay, they might have forgot about me on the volume 1. Okay, they forgot, he fell off. Boom, volume 2. So now they pinging off back and forth. Volume 2, volume 1, volume 2, volume 1. Not knowing 3 already on go.
You know what? And I'm going to add on to that. That's a very good point. I'm going to add on to that. Illmatic had 9 songs in the intro. Sometimes less is better.
Less is more.
You know what I'm saying? When you sit up there and put all these songs on there, you burn motherfuckers out. Kind of like back in the day, right? If a chick sat there and she was thick and had some nice panties on and a bra, then that was cool. You know what I'm saying? It gave you something to wonder about. But now these motherfuckers want to come out and walk around naked. You're like, man, I mean, it's so much of
songs and shit.
It's an abundance of you being naked. I don't even wonder no more.
Exactly. Less is more.
Less is more.
But you gotta make it make sense though. Like I'm giving off some games. The real ones who taking notes. I pick the beats first.
Yeah.
When I do a project, I used to just do a project off a beat or not just go as I go. Now I get the beats. If I do any writing, I get all the beats I want to like. I play them how I think they should go. Shouts out to the iPhones for that. So it would make me work faster.
Yeah. See, I'm old school penitentiary minded, even though I never been to jail. I'm sitting up there, I hear the motherfucking beats in my head off top.
Yeah, that's off top. But I'm saying when you shopping, like you got like shops like BeatStars. It make it easy to buy beats. You ain't got to deal with no third party or the middleman. This shit already set up. It's like a candy store. You feel me?
So this is the question that I'm gonna ask, but I'm gonna answer it first.
Okay.
So say like you go to a prestigious college,
Uh-huh.
right? An older, let's just say non-black person that's not familiar with rap music or hip hop, right? Your Christmas project is gonna be this. Give him or her, you know, you gotta watch that shit.
Right.
That's toxic masculinity. Why does the teacher have to be a male? You gonna give them 2 albums for the Christmas break to introduce them to hip hop. What 2 albums would you give? Me personally, I would give Miseducation to Lauryn Hill, and I would give them Death Certificate by Ice Cube.
2 albums introduced them to hip hop. I would give them RBL Posse, A Lesson to Be Learned, and let me see. I get them H2MG-AR, Visionary.
Why?
Why? Because it's real hip hop. It's real rap. It makes sense. It's even though we in the 2020s and all that, you know what I'm saying? I do that. I give them the RBL, you know what I'm saying? Then I give them mine because I feel like, you know, I'm gonna be one of the greats one day. You know what I'm saying? Just how serious I take the music and just how, you know what I mean, the calling I have for this shit is a gift. You feel me? So I give them that. I bet on myself.
Besides the West Coast, where do you find yourself gravitating towards coast music? Midwest, East Coast, or down South?
I like all that shit. You feel me? It don't matter if you feel me? If it slap it, you know what I mean? It makes sense. It fit what I'm, you know what I mean? Like, I listen to all that shit, no matter where it's from. You feel me? Like, you know, with the internet, it's easy to have a collection. You know, I used to have the cassette tapes and CDs. So, you know, and I always grew up listening to everything. You feel me? So that's what kind of gave me a little extra little cheat code. The East Coast, the West, the South, all that shit. So I'm really trying to get to the East Coast because I feel they can use this wordplay. I got out here for their ass, and I feel the South can use the production. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I feel the West can use the pride. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. So when it comes like to the sound of the South, right? Do you feel like that there's like a lot of lyrical rappers out there?
I mean,
or do you think it's more like the head bobbing? Like, what do you like about the music from the South?
Nah, with the South, you gotta understand, like, the South got everything. You can't just call the South one-sided. The South produced Scarface. The South created like a T.I., you feel me? So it all depends, like, you know what I mean? They got different flavors to where, you know, you can't underestimate the South. You feel me? Yeah,
yeah. You know what's funny, though? Because I think that was one of the biggest mistakes that a lot of people in hip-hop made. I remember when, like, I opened up the Source magazine, right? I had a chick out there from Frisco, right? Yeah. So I opened up the Source magazine, and it said, Juvenile 400 Degrees. It got 4.5 mics. I remember being biased, and I'm thinking to myself, how raw could a nigga from the South actually be?
That shit was fire.
I put that shit in and woke my game up. Shout out to Juvie.
Juvie, because that video was like, but who's this nigga talking about? Huh? He laughing, looking. But nigga, that album was tight. That's when DMX too. DMX dropped Flesh in My Flesh too. He did it. He the first artist I think I did drop 2 albums in 1 year.
3 and went platinum. It was a good time for hip hop right then, though.
Yeah, but I'm saying as far as that year, he dropped Dark as Hell Is Not Hot in August, and then December he came with the Flesh in My Flesh. The same time around, Juvie came with 400. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah. And you know what's crazy about the Hot Boys that a lot of people don't really trip off of? The Hot Boys are like one of the few groups that had 2 rappers in there that was the hottest in the world. Like when Juvenile was the hottest, he was sharing that throne with DMX.
Yeah.
And then when Lil Wayne got his own, he had his own era. Like to me, to be honest, if hip hop is basketball, I say Lil Wayne is equivalent to Kobe Bryant.
Kobe, maybe in his prime, when Wayne was in his prime, you could say that. Don't forget BG now. BG Chopper City, G, you know what I mean? BG didn't get the super commercial success though, you know what I'm saying? But BG, can't forget BG.
Yeah, BG was definitely dope. I remember when I was
yeah, he was. New Orleans.
Like it sounded like it was a lot of heroin involved. It sounded like it was a lot of that shit going on. It sounded like it was a lot of heroin. It sounded like it was a lot of no going to school. It sounded like it was a lot of trouble finna happen.
Yeah, he was thugging.
Like if I had to place him in a place in the Bay Area, it would either be West Oakland or Richmond. He feel like a Richmond nigga to me. He feels just like a Richmond nigga.
Yeah, or he could be one of the Grimy Hunters Point niggas. You know what I'm saying? We got Grimy Point niggas. You know, our Jets is like, you feel me? You can gritty as the West, or the rich, you feel me?
Is it still a lot of politics and stuff like that in Frisco? Like, could you do songs, or could people do songs? Like, let's say you from Hunters Point, could you still do a song with somebody from Fillmore, or is that
Hell yeah, because Hunters Point, Fillmore, cool. It's more Hunters Point versus Hunters Point, Fillmore versus Fillmore, you feel me? But I don't really get caught up on the politics and that. You know, our politics is already like, you feel me, they try to blackball or whatever, but when you going hard, you know. So it really depends on the person. If he's solid, you feel me? And, you know, but it is political, though.
Yeah.
But Hunters Point, Fillmore, you feel me? It ain't that how it was in the 90s now. You know, back then, Hunters Point was one whole hood. HP Mile, Fillmore was one whole hood, Sunnydale. You know, you probably got it out here. You know, niggas clicked up and from the same hood and, you know.
Yeah. So where do you see your brand in like 3 years? Like, matter of fact, what are the dreams for your brand in 3 years?
Well, my brand in 3 years, we in LA, man. We in that mansion looking over the hills, man. You know what I'm saying? We got deals on the table. You know, the world finally caught on to what I've been working on. All this catalog they can get lost in. You know what I'm saying? I got a good team behind me. You know what I'm saying? My boy Fidel, he told me from the mile, West Point, last year, he's like, AR, you need to have a team behind you. Not a team of rappers, your crew that raps, because it's like everybody feel they this and that and egos and diva shit. Nah, a team of people that's going to push this line with you, who know their position. You feel me? So it's like, you know, I feel like, what you asked me? My bad, I don't often.
I said, what did I say? I said, 3
years. I feel, you know, that I finally get my just due, man. I can feel, we getting successful. You know what I'm saying? We busting big checks off this music. We busting big moves, creating generational wealth for my kids, and owning real estate, putting out artists, you know what I mean, and just really establishing myself as a entrepreneur, a mentor, an artist, a CEO, you know what I mean? So I can see it's looking real good. You know what I'm saying? This year, the way this shit going, is looking real good. And cause I've just been working. Like, I used to be a young nigga. I'm gonna drop the tape and it's gonna sell. Or worry about that expectation shit. I don't worry about none of that shit.
Have there ever been a point in your career where you said, you know what, man, you know what, I'm not doing this rap music no more?
I did. I quit in 2011. My peers wouldn't think that. Hey, AR, you ain't never stopped. But I had dark times, so I'm like, bro, fuck this shit. I cut my dreads off. I was going to throw it. You feel me? But I felt lost without music, to meaning that the creation of it, like, I need it. You feel me? But it's like, I create with the business involved, to where I'm going to go spend this money at the studio, but I'm putting this shit out.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to enjoy it, and whoever else out there go enjoy it. So when it do take off, all the business already in order. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So how long did you take off?
Shit, bruh. I had a little up and down spurts. I don't know, maybe a couple of months of shit. I don't remember, but I remember that time. You feel me? But now I'll never get like that. I'm going through some real shit, some tough shit. Nigga, I'm put it in the music.
Yeah.
So anybody out there do some J-Cat shit, cross me? Yes, it's going in the music. Believe me, to keep me from crossing up you and physical and you do some sucker shit, I'm going to put it in the music so it can be here forever so somebody else can hear that and get game like, oh, nah, I should move like that. That's corny.
Have you ever heard yourself get dissed on a record?
Let me see. Yeah, I heard myself get dissed on a record. I don't think it really count. You know, my BM and shit, you feel me? She used to always be banging on me on the Facebook. And it was some shit where my newborn came, you feel me, and her and her mom and it was on the Facebook just talking crazy, you feel me? So, nigga, instead of going to jail and all that shit, I made a song called Last Straw. Nigga, it's up right now, you feel me?
Yeah.
Went crazy. So she get a little diss, but rappers probably, if they did diss me, they ain't gonna say no names, you feel me? But if they do, I'm just gonna come real. Nigga diss me, you better have facts, because I'm gonna find some facts.
You know what? One of my favorite diss lines ever. Shout out to my partner. He was sitting up there. He was doing a song about his baby mama, right?
Yeah.
And he said, "My baby mama, man, she need to quit. Head like a toilet, fat, round, and full of shit."
That's that old school town flow right there. Who said that?
My partner, Lord G's. I think he's from Frisco. Lord
Okay.
G's and stuff like that. So before we get out of here, man, is it anything that you want to say, like where people can find your music? Excuse me.
Yeah, for sure. Y'all can find me on all the platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, Instagram. All y'all gotta do. I know the name kind of new to y'all, but it'll get more familiar the more y'all fuck with it. Look me up under H2MG space AR, H2MG-AR. All my shit'll pop up on my catalogs and shit, videos. You know, my Instagram. You feel me?
Hey, man, I want to congratulate you, man. Thank you for coming on time. And, man, you do some really good interviews, man. You're going to go for it.
Bro. Thank you, bro. I've been trying to get here, man. Shout out to bruh, you know what I'm saying? But I've been trying to get up here, and I appreciate y'all having me, bro. Keep doing what y'all doing.
For sure. Well, I am L-Deez, also known Lawrence One, for another episode of I Need to Know. And as usual, come on, you know what I want.